Wild dogs can take down the biggest animals if they want to with their numbers. Overwhelming their target and ripping it to shreds is simply how these vicious mutts operate. If you haven't seen these wild dogs in action, you're in for a treat, or more likely, a horror. 12 times wild dogs showed their savage and ruthless sides while hunting. Number 12. Wild dogs attack waterbuck. Waterbucks are well adapted to aquatic environments and are often seen grazing near bodies of water such as lakes, rivers, and swamps. And a distracted waterbuck is perhaps the easiest prey for a number of predators, including wild dogs. As we all know, wild dogs can overpower almost any prey and feast on them in just a matter of minutes. In the first clip of this video, we see a pack of wild dogs surrounding a waterbuck in an open field, and now they get ready for the kill. The pack first chases it around to tire it out, and then they go for the attack. The wild dogs use their sharp fangs and strong jaws to pin down the waterbuck, and while the waterbuck struggles, the wild dogs start to devour it alive, biting and tearing through the flesh and bones. Even more surprising is that the waterbuck was pregnant, and these ruthless killers show no mercy and start to devour the unborn animal alongside its mother. Here, a waterbuck is trying to cross the water body, but it is stopped in its path by the wild dogs that are trailing it from afar. The wild dogs gather at every potential bank that the waterbuck could escape from, and finally, after being too tired, the waterbuck gives up. The prey moves very close to a bank, and after seeing a meal so close, one of the wild dogs just hops in the water. It manages to catch the waterbuck and immediately brings it back to the bank, and the whole pack starts eating it alive. Number 11. Wild dogs versus hyenas. Wild dogs and hyenas are natural enemies, and why wouldn't they be? They inhabit the same places and fight it out for the same foods. As competitors, there's simply no love lost between the two groups. While a lone dog stands no chance in a fight against a hyena, we know that wild dogs are rarely ever alone. A heedless hyena has wandered into the wild dog's territory, and the defenders are not happy about this. The pack quickly gets into action and surrounds this lone hyena from all sides. They start to attack it relentlessly. The hyena tries to defend itself by standing its ground, but it is completely helpless against these numbers. The wild dogs keep attacking the hyena from all sides, and they don't give any opening for its escape. If this goes on, the hyena will surely succumb. Number 10. Wild dogs attack wildebeest. Wildebeest are often targeted by a wide range of predators in Africa, wild dogs among them. Even though wildebeest are herd animals, they rarely come to the rescue of another trapped by a pack of vicious dogs. So, in the end, it's every wildebeest for itself in these scenarios. This lack of unity is often the cause of the wildebeest's doom. This clip begins in a chaotic scene. A pack of wild dogs is chasing after a herd of wildebeest. The adults are much bigger and harder to catch, and the pack is well aware of this. The chaos leads to a standoff between the wildebeest and the wild dogs, and the adults are trying to protect a young one. The wild dogs try one last time, and the herd loses its nerve and starts to run away, but the young calf can't keep up, and wild dogs easily manage to capture the calf, whose life was over within minutes. Number 9. Wild dogs attacks LECHWE antelope. LECHWE antelopes are well adapted to life in wetlands and have the ability to escape predators by running through marshy terrain or taking refuge in water. But these tactics alone aren't always enough to save the animals' lives, especially when wild dogs attack. A herd of LECHWE antelopes is on the run from a pack of hungry wild dogs. Although faster than the wild dogs, these antelopes cannot maintain their speed for long, and the canines outpace them in terms of stamina. Due to fatigue or some other reason, one of the antelopes falls behind the rest of the fleeing herd, and the wild dogs waste no time. The predators quickly grab the lone antelope and start to attack its hind legs to make sure that the prey doesn't escape. This was a relatively easy meal for the pack, as the antelope couldn't put up too much of a struggle or injure its attackers. Number 8. Wild dogs versus sesebe. Sesebe are known for their speed and agility, with the ability to reach speeds of up to 55 miles per hour while running. But knowing just how much stamina the wild dogs have, running at great speeds isn't always going to help sesebe escape from their clutches. Here in this clip, we see a sesebe that has been caught by a pack of wild dogs. The pack wastes no time in making quick work of their prey as they grab it by the hind legs and pin it down. The wild dogs then proceed to badly injure the prey's legs and bite the soft skin near its stomach. With its guts falling out soon enough, there's no hope left for this trapped animal any longer. However, it's a grand feast for the wild dogs. Number 7. Wild dogs attack sambar deer. Sambar deer are a common prey species for wild dogs, and the hunt can be a brutal and intense spectacle, with powerful legs and a muscular build that make them formidable opponents. However, wild dogs are relentless and persistent, using their speed, agility, and coordination to exhaust and take down their prey. The clip kicks off with a sambar deer desperately struggling to survive while it is stranded in the water. Enter the Asian wild dogs. As soon as they spot this weak and tired deer, they do not waste a second and jump right into the water. They carefully coordinate their attack and manage to drown it before taking it out of the water. We can be sure that this is the end for this sambar deer. Number 6. Wild dog versus kudu. Kudus are majestic creatures capable of jumping over high obstacles and running at high speeds, making them a challenging target for predators. However, wild dogs have developed strategies to hunt even the most elusive prey, relying on their incredible speed, teamwork, and endurance. While wild dogs are certainly renowned for their teamwork and group hunting, here we get to see the power of a single dog. A young kudu calf has managed to separate itself from its mother and now lies in the jaws of an attacker. Although the kudu tries to run away from the predator, the wild dog manages to hold it and then subdue it without a problem. The wild dog then starts to bite and eat its prey while it is still alive. Owing to the size and the fact that it was a young animal, this dog didn't need help from its pack members. There's no doubt that the kudus are beasts when it comes to size, but the wild dog's tenacity can surprise anyone. Here, a kudu can be seen running away from a pack of wild dogs, but soon enough, the wild dogs were able to catch this large prey, and the whole pack went in for the kill. We can see that almost all the wild dogs are trying to hold down the kudu, while some of them are trying to injure its hind legs. With no rays of hope on the horizon, the kudu gives up, and we see how the wild dogs puncture a big hole in its stomach and start to eat its insides, while their prey is still conscious. Number 5. Wild dogs versus buffalo. Buffaloes are large, powerful animals, with some weighing in close to 2,000 pounds. They are known for their unpredictable and aggressive nature when threatened. Despite the challenge, wild dogs have developed strategies to hunt buffaloes by working together. These hunts are often dangerous, even leading to the deaths of attackers on rare instances. A group of ruthless hunters are on the prowl, and they are daring enough to hunt the buffaloes. The wild dogs seem to have the upper hand in the beginning, and they manage to separate a buffalo from the herd. Even though it's a smaller animal, it will provide the pack with much-needed relief from their hunger. The wild dogs go in for the kill, as we see some of the dogs holding the prey, and some biting and clawing their way into the victim's body. Surprisingly, none of the herd members come back to mount a rescue. They seem to have left the calf for dead. Number 4. Wild dogs versus warthog. Warthogs are robust and powerful mammals found in sub-Saharan Africa who aren't really docile and can put up quite a fight against any attacking predator. However, whether this struggle bears fruit depends on the number of attackers, and this is where the wild dogs dominate, as we've seen in the previous clips. An unfortunate warthog has come under the radar of the wild dogs, and they are not ready to let this prey just walk away. The wild dogs gather around the warthog's burrow and work as a team to dig up the prize. Even inside their home, the warthogs are never safe. We can see how some of the dogs have grabbed the warthog so that it cannot escape, and others dig around the burrow to make more room. Finally, the pack manages to bring the warthog out, and even though it tries to escape, the prey is quickly caught by the predators. The pack then proceeds to bite and slash the prey's back, rendering it immobile before starting to eat it alive. Number 3. Wild dogs versus bushbuck. Bushbucks are medium-sized antelopes found in sub-Saharan Africa, known for their striking markings and agility. Like many other prey on this list, the bushbucks are often helpless in the face of a vicious wild dog pack attacking. Their best bet is to run, but even then, there's never a guarantee of escape. In this clip, a bushbuck is caught between a pack of wild dogs and a float of hippos. The growing desperation of the wild dogs can be clearly seen, and on the other hand, the hippos are not happy with the intruders on their turf. The hippos attacked first, but the bushbuck was able to fend them off, and then it was the pack's turn. The stare down between the wild dogs and the bushbuck went on for minutes before a crocodile took advantage of the situation and grabbed the bushbuck in its jaws. Number 2. Wild dogs versus gazelle. Gazelles are small, nimble antelopes known for their speed and agility. Despite their evasive tactics, wild dogs have developed strategies to hunt gazelles by working together in packs and using their speed, endurance, and coordination to outmaneuver their prey. Here, a pack of wild dogs has managed to subdue a pregnant gazelle, and they are planning to make a quick meal out of it. We can clearly see how the canines have punctured through the gazelle's stomach and have started munching on its intestine, and soon they manage to take the baby out of the gazelle's womb and start to tear it apart, limb by limb. Both the mother and the baby get eaten alive. The gazelle here is completely at the mercy of the wild dogs. They grab the rump of the defenseless animal and tear off flesh from its backside. Even though the trapped animal pulls with all its might and tries to get away, all its efforts are in vain. One more feast for the dogs. Number 1. Wild dogs versus impala. Impalas are extremely quick on their feet, and they can outrun most of their predators, at least for a while. When their stamina revenues run out, these animals become too easy to catch for a range of hunters, including wild dogs. Like all their prey, wild dogs do not take the time to kill the animal first before tearing into the flesh. This impala looks like it has already given up as it lies on the ground with a pack of dogs feasting on it. Time is quickly running out for the prey. With such severe wounds, it is becoming clearer that the impala isn't about to get up from this onslaught. In the final clip of today's video, we can see how the impala is trying to survive while the wild dogs chase it. One of the wild dogs takes the initiative and jumps right into the water canal to catch the fleeing impala. The canine manages to drag the impala to one of the banks using its powerful jaws and strong build. The rest of the pack quickly join in the hunt and drag the impala away from the water before taking it behind a tree. And we all know what happens next. These are just some of the examples of how wild dogs use the numbers game to their advantage, bringing down prey twice or 3 times their size. The uncanny sounds they make lead to an additional layer of fear for their prey. In the forest, if you hear the screams of a pack of wild dogs, you better start praying because your end is quite possibly near. These predators do not relent, and they seldom fail in tearing the flesh of the prey they go after. Folks, that's all for today. Which of these wild dog hunting moments thrilled you the most? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. Make sure to like and share this video with your loved ones. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. If you want to see more of these incredible videos, enjoy your day, and we'll see you in another thrilling video shortly.